Honestly, deer camp is kind of hard to put into words. We might only get to come here a few months out of the year, but once you come in and get that fire going, it feels like you never left.
Slide down the hill. Metal orange bed. Huh? Now that's a hunter.
Nice job. I was just looking at this picture of Uncle Al, and I'm like, man, look how young he looks there. Not saying he's old, but how young he looks. But I remember that day like it was yesterday. When I look at the wall and look at all these pictures, a lot of it has a centralized location of camp and coming back here and telling those stories.
That's what's nice about a good old shanty camp like this.
Yeah.
I don't know. I backed in.
We go there.
Spot. Are we gonna go there, Joe?
Yeah, I hope so.
So should I put polo on today?
Can't get up a little bit.
It's not good for the deer for a change
Right,
instead of like a bear.
Getting ready for a hunt, and I'll be on the John, all of a sudden I hear it go off, and it's just a mist coming out on top of me.
I know, we all.
It's like, are you serious? I told you, just do the stupidest thing you want if you want a big buck. Just like walk in like there'll never be a deer in 100 years here, and that's what makes it done. And then he gets one.
I bet I listened to Crosley now. Up in here. I need to talk to.
So we're gonna park at that spot, drop off the hill. The drivers are gonna wait a little bit in the bottom. You guys are gonna run the bottom the whole way out, which I'll send you the pin to go to. And I'm thinking you put Uncle Dave on the first spot, like where Uncle Mike was on that side hill in those pines. I have a pin that I'll get you where you can drop them off at. You're gonna go up to where I was sitting at, right on the crest of the hill, and then Abby's gonna go right up on top. Hopefully you guys won't let us down like you did. You follow the bottom across. Just be careful with that. That one part's a little bit of a side hill. If there's, say, Uncle Dave goes down, let him go. Let him go. We'll pick him up later.
No, we can do that. We'll start picking up the hill at 8. Straight back.
Was that originally when you had bought the camp, Grandpa?
Yep, 30 years ago. And the first little bit I did,
What made you decide to buy it?
because we moved over here, and every time I come hunting off that mountain, there was bucks crossing right here. And I knew it was Ronnie's, and the old people that had it, they abandoned it, you know, and Ronnie said, you want to buy it? I said, I want to buy that, said Ron. I said, I want 2 acres. Boy, he said, no, we can't. Pretty soon he comes over one day, he says, I'm going to sell you 2 acres. I got the surveyor coming, $2,000. Yeah, there's a lot of memories in this camp.
Yeah.
You go through there and there's a lot of memories. Like, and these pictures are worth gold.
I'm gonna be over that way, about 200 yards or so. But
yeah, I can go
okay. Good luck. I just love this time of year. It's It's the first good snow in a few years, and just snow in the limbs and just everything. It's just beautiful out.
I saw buck tracks, but they rolled the other way.
We jumped a buck as we were walking in. We were on that trail right along the creek, and he was right above us underneath the
That track went that way and down, so that was probably him.
Somebody will get a buck on the ground, and I'll end up at camp and just hopefully have some bucks on the meat pole.
My biggest whitetail. Yes, thank you. Good spot.
Was that Andy?
I don't know, where'd that come from? That might have been down over the hill.
Abby got one down, so I would go over to where she's at, because she said they just came walking in, and we haven't even started the drive yet.
Yeah, I know, it's great. Okay, well, it's gonna take me a minute to find my way back. There's some thick stuff to get there, but we'll get there. I'll text you when we're ready.
Okay.
Abby calling down. She hasn't got a buck in PA in like 10 years. She's killed him out in Montana. But tell her she's probably pumped. I'm pumped. Good job. Is it close?
It's right behind that log.
Yeah, let's go look at him. We could do the drive 5 minutes from now. It's not a big deal. Look at all that goop in his eyes.
For us, these 2 weeks of gun season in Pennsylvania our goal is just to try to help everyone else out in the family, and to see my sister-in-law Abby be able to shoot this beautiful buck, the whole family to be here. We're quartering it up and gonna pack it out. Like, to me, that's what this is all about, what gun season is all about for us.
That's my goal.
Kurt's gonna be there. Dave's right here. We'll spread out all along here. We're right here at the blue. Mainly, we're going towards these two guys. Beau's gonna get anything that kicks out that way.
You know, with a rifle, you know, pulling everybody together, everybody's anxious to help participate to make everybody successful, get some meat in the freezer. You know, everybody brings to the table a couple of drives for the wind that is going to be there, and you know, based on what happens through that course of that day is how we make our decision where we're going to go next.
So you're going to start here. We're going to all yip once we get set up. I'm going to drop somebody off just right up here, another 7,500 yards. Okay. All right. So you're going to go through there, Mason.
See him sneaking, I can't get a shot. This might have been where one of them was bedded. Although the tracks don't come out of there very fresh. But that buck come running right through here.
Essentially what happened is we only had 2 sitters for that drive. He was gonna slip in between the 2 sitters. Drive was basically over and Dad's like, hey, why don't you just still hunt back to where we started? And sure enough, I did that, and there he was standing right off the side of that, about to cross.
Get rid of the evidence.
Once we jumped him, it kind of became a different game. We're as much just trying to learn his behavior as we are actually hunting him. It's like, I don't know if we'll catch up to him tonight, but I'm curious to see what he just does for the rest of the evening. I think the earliest memories I probably have here, because before we were hunting, is sled riding down the hill. Pizza, wood stove would be boiling, but we'd be sliding down the hill past the camp.
Yep.
And our grandma hitting the telephone pole once.
Yeah. Came to the rescue, Johnny. That's hard. Bring it back for Got it. Johnny, what was that? Some of this is coming from Grandpa telling me those stories, but you know, at that time it was a bunch of old timers, Grandpa's brothers and friends and stuff, and a lot of them are gone now. But seeing them playing cards and hearing the stories, and now it's a lot of our friends. You know, it's the same types of stories and everything that are being told, just with another generation.
And the only way you could get out was give it the gas and let the back end just slide down the hill. And just metal boards that.
Huh? Now that's a hunter. You see that, Beau?
You're just like, I gotta make sure they're, one, they can take the harassment of being the new person.
Yep.
But 2, that they meet the values of it. You know what I mean? Like, you just don't bring anybody here.
No.
Once you are invited in, though, it's like, it's yours.
Big truck for this road. So there's a big clear cut with some briars and everything that I think they're coming out and feeding into. And there's a pile of does in this area, so that's kind of the reason for wanting to go in here. It's supposed to be switching to southwest wind, but it's still kind of southeast right now. So I'm thinking we come from the opposite side, drop into the bottom, and as soon as we hop up on the other side, we just sit there on the ground, just sit there together. And
sounds like a plan.
I used to draw a lot of photos, and the Rumpola buck, so that's over there on the wall there that I drew that. I always wanted something that came straight out. Yep. You know, obviously that's not the size of the Rumpola buck, but he had that frame of just like coming out, and I thought that was cool. And we ended up going like, you know, a mile and a half out of the way, coming back around and sneaking through the snow to, there was that buck and another buck there.
Yeah, and that was deep snow.
That was real deep snow.
Especially for you. You're just a little guy back then.
From the outside in, like looking at us, you know, celebrating, telling stories, doing all that. Although we do it a decent amount during hunting season, there's still so few moments throughout the year that you get a chance to be able to get everyone together. And I mean, there's people that I see up here at camp I don't see the rest of the year.
Might shoot the whole nose.
He just spray painted the bow. Yeah, he just spray painted it.
Bunch of them coming out. Can you see them? Can you get on them?
It's been quite a while since the last time that we hunted together, just sitting there, especially doe hunting.
Nice job.
You know, and I was even thinking, sitting there, I said, I should just fall asleep and let you wake me up when a deer comes by.
Like I used to do with you.
Yeah. It's kind of like the bell curve, you know, as you're younger, you need all that help, and then as you get older, you need all that help again. Hopefully that's not the continuing trend. I know. I'm like, oh.
Like I said, deer camp, it's pretty hard to put into words.
You see that, Beau?
It's more than just some old shack tucked back in the woods.
Every time I look at that one with was Grandpa and Uncle Al there, but that deer that was hung over in what, Ronnie's barn? Is that when he had that one hung up there?
Yep. That baby came in one night, the bow hit the tree stand. And it took off and God never get him out. A couple days later, I was sitting in that tree stand, here he comes again. That was a nice night because it was me, your dad, Al, and Francie tracking it.
As we get older and life gets busy, it's this place that makes sure we don't forget what really matters.
Reach up far. Perfect.
Yeah, a lot of stories behind this baby. I hope you guys keep it going forever.
We will.